Hi, I'm Lacey Filipich from Money School, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about why I've started working with Kidpreneurs recently. And what's a Kidpreneur? It's an entrepreneur who's a kid, so someone usually that's in their teens or younger, sometimes primary school. I have been previously working with adults in education, trying to teach parents how to teach their kids about money, and that's what made sense to me. It's how I grew up, and I think it still is an important part of the puzzle when it comes to financial literacy. However, what I've found is that kids are pretty incredible and they get really enthusiastic about the idea of having their own businesses, and the running of a business is an awesome opportunity to teach them about money and teach them about practical skills as they're going through it. The reason why I started getting into it is I got invited to attend a book club, and it was for one of my clients. Her children participate in this book club, and there was half a dozen other children, and they wanted to meet the author. I've written a book for children, 6 to 8-year-olds, called Bunny Money, and it's about saving. Kids get a tracking chart and they get to follow along with that. So I went to this book launch, I guess, with them, just their group, and had a chat with them and talked to them about what I think is important with money. And they all told me about their businesses. They've all started learning about saving, and they decided that they wanted some more money so they could save. So they've all started businesses. The youngest is 4, the eldest is 14. And I was just so impressed with what they had done that I decided, when I did my official book launch in November 2016, that I wanted to involve the Kidpreneurs because they've taken the lessons from the book and done these magnificent things with them. So I gave them an opportunity to sell their products, and it was amazing. We had 12 Kidpreneurs. The eldest, as I said, was 14. The youngest was 4. So amongst them we had Ash. You might have seen Ash. She's pretty famous now. She's been on the news. Her clip's been shared 700,000 times plus at this point. She sells lip balm that she makes herself. She's 11 and she is almost at her target of raising $1,300 for an organisation that prints books in the Lao language for Laotian children, which is just phenomenal, right? And she's selling, she's giving $2 from every tin she sells for $10, so you can imagine she's got a bit of money set aside. Not bad for an 11-year-old. Then there was Stella. Stella is 10 years old and she has done affirmation cards for kids. I love them. I actually have used them for myself. There's one in there that talks about some days chocolate is the answer. It's definitely me. She's done a beautiful set of cards that you can buy and some posters that go on the wall with affirmations, which I now go through with my daughter who's 4. And it's a really powerful process. There was Jake. He was 8 years old at the time, and he started selling plants. He got egg cartons and seedling packets and everything and grew them in his backyard and sold all these gorgeous herbs and little plants to people. And did a marvellous job because, of course, who doesn't want to buy plants? There was Emma, 6 years old. She had her own lemonade stand and it was delicious. It was $3 for a lemonade, which she had made with her parents who have a food truck, and she mixes it with soda. After that event, she got booked to cater for a Christmas party because it's such good lemonade, and she was amazing. So these kinds of kidpreneurs that I saw, I was just absolutely blown away at how excited they were, how enthusiastic they were. And you should have seen Ben and Holly, oh my gosh, and their loom bands. I've never seen 2 better salespeople. I should be taking lessons from them. So had that experience, loved it, really enjoyed watching what they were doing. And I guess afterwards I've been working with a couple of them about their business plans because, of course, a lot of the weight for helping with stuff falls on mum and dad. Now, if you've got entrepreneurial parents, people who've been in business before, then it comes as second nature to them. But some parents were going, I don't know what to do. Do I start a Facebook page for them? Do I have email? Do we have an Etsy store? Do I try and get into markets? You know, my child is really enthusiastic and I want to support them, but I don't know how. And so I started thinking about how we could help these kids have a kidpreneur experience. Now, turns out there are organisations that do kidpreneur programs, and I guess I have found that they're not terribly active in Perth at the moment, and I have decided that I will try and do some kidpreneur programs. Now for me, the kidpreneur program is kind of a means to an end. What I care about is the kids learning the money skills about saving, planning, how to invest, what's appropriate for donations, that kind of thing, learning about tax, learning about expenses, understanding that kind of stuff so that when they earn a real income when they're in their teens and their 20s, that they make really good decisions with their money and that they don't go and get bad debt. And I see the Kidpreneur program as a means to an end for this. They go through the process of starting a business, which might involve borrowing some money that they have to pay back at interest. They go through the process of doing a prototype, making sure that they've tested the market, making sure that they understand what they're selling, looking for customers and marketing, and then they have the process of getting an income in and then paying expenses, and maybe some of them will hire people. My experience as a kidpreneur myself started when I was 10, and I used to do hair wrap stores. There were these little bits of cotton you wrapped in your hair. And I trained 5 of my girlfriends at school how to do them, and we ran a stall at our school fete. And that was my first experience, I guess, of being a business person, though I didn't really realise that was it at the time, but it's carried through my life. And I think those lessons, if you do them while you're young, they sink in, you've got a much better chance of retaining it later and making good decisions later. And you just might find the job that you like to do and the career that you like to do. So look out for Money School and Kidpreneur programs coming up. We're going to be approaching schools. We've got a pilot starting this year. If your school is interested, please get in touch. We would love to talk to you. We're particularly targeting year 5 and 6 students. We think that's about the sweet spot for doing Kidpreneur stuff. So hope that gives you a bit of information about why we're doing it. Please get in touch if you are interested in finding out more. Okay, thank you. Bye.